Welcome to our podcast. Today, we're diving into a topic that's relevant to many people around the world. Why do you study English? We'll have an in-depth conversation with our guest, Taylor, to unpack their reasons and experiences. To kick things off, why you decided to study English. Let's get started. I started studying English mainly because it made practical sense. I come from a country where English isn't the primary language, but I realized pretty early on that English is the global language of business, technology, and international communication. My goal was to open more doors for my career and higher education opportunities. When I was young, I saw many international companies where English was the main working language, so I knew that mastering it would give me an advantage in the job market. Plus, I've always had an interest in learning new things and challenging myself, so I took it as a personal goal to become fluent.
Hey, thanks for having me. For me, it was a different kind of motivation. I've always had a passion for languages and exploring different cultures. Growing up, I was inspired by stories of people traveling around the world, experiencing new traditions, and connecting with people from all walks of life. English, in particular, caught my attention because of its widespread influence. Movies, music, the internet, everything is in English or has English as a common language. I started studying it because I wanted to be able to travel easily, communicate with people in their native language, and enjoy media in its original form without relying on translations. It just seemed like a fascinating challenge and a way to connect more deeply with the world.
That's a really inspiring reason. Speaking of connections, how do you think learning English has affected your professional life?
Wow, it's had a huge impact. For example, I was fortunate enough to get accepted into a university in an English-speaking country to pursue my major. That experience broadened my horizons academically and culturally. It helped me build confidence in an international environment, and I was able to meet people from all over the globe. Now, in my current job, I often work on projects that involve international clients and colleagues. Being fluent in English has made communication much smoother. I can attend international conferences, participate in webinars, and contribute to global discussions without language barriers. It's definitely a skill that makes me more competitive in the job market.
That's impressive. For me, improving my English skills opened a lot of doors at work too. I landed a job with a multinational corporation where most of our communication is in English. I often participate in video conferences with colleagues from North America, Europe, and Asia. Being fluent has not only helped me perform my duties better, but has also given me opportunities to travel for international projects and meetings. Sometimes I even facilitated training sessions in English, which boosted my confidence further. I've also been able to network with professionals worldwide, which has been invaluable for my career growth.
It's amazing how English can be such a powerful tool professionally. Do you think there are also personal reasons why studying English is important to you?
Absolutely. Personally, I see English as a window to the world. It's given me access to different cultures, traditions, and ways of thinking that I might not have encountered otherwise. I love listening to music, watching movies, and reading books in their original language because it feels more authentic and enriching. Plus, learning English has made me more open-minded and tolerant of diversity. I found that understanding another language helps me better understand the people and societies that speak it.
I completely agree. For me, English is a bridge to other cultures. It's also a way to preserve my love for art, music, and literature. I can enjoy famous authors, musicians, and filmmakers in their original language, which adds depth to my experience. Moreover, it's helped me develop friendships with people from many different countries. Some of my closest friends are people I've met through language exchanges or online communities. These connections have been some of the most meaningful parts of my personal growth.
It's interesting how language can bring people together so effectively. Do you think learning English has changed the way you see the world?
Definitely. Since I started studying English, I've become more aware of global issues like climate change, social justice, and human rights. The diverse perspectives I've been exposed to through English media and conversations have broadened my understanding. It's made me realize how interconnected our world is and how important it is to be open-minded. I also feel more confident participating in global dialogues and contributing to causes I care about.
That's a really powerful point. Now, let's talk about some of the challenges we faced while learning English. For me, one of the biggest hurdles was mastering pronunciation and idiomatic expressions. I found it difficult to sound natural when speaking, and sometimes I'd understand what someone said, but struggle to pronounce words correctly or use the right idioms in context. Grammar was another challenge, especially tenses and articles, which took a lot of practice to get comfortable with.
I can relate to that. For me, pronunciation was tough, especially with certain vowels and consonants that don't exist in my native language. I also found it hard to grasp idiomatic expressions and slang, which are so common in everyday conversation. The fear of making mistakes often held me back from speaking confidently at first. I'd worry about sounding silly or not being understood, which made me hesitant to practice speaking openly.
That's something I think most people go through. How did you manage to overcome those difficulties?
Practice, lots of practice. I tried to immerse myself as much as possible, watching movies, listening to podcasts, and speaking with native speakers whenever I could. I also recorded myself speaking and listened to the recordings to identify areas for improvement. Joining language exchange programs and conversation clubs helped me gain confidence. Over time, I noticed my pronunciation improving and I started feeling more comfortable having conversations.
I did similar things. I joined language clubs, practiced with friends, and also used language learning apps. Recording myself was a game changer because I could hear how I sounded and correct my mistakes. Watching movies and series without subtitles helped me get used to natural speech and different accents. Also, traveling to countries where English is spoken gave me real-life practice, which was invaluable.
Absolutely. For me, speaking with native speakers online using language exchange platforms made a big difference. It might seem intimidating at first, but gradually I built up my confidence. Sometimes I'd make mistakes, but I realized that everyone appreciates the effort and most people are willing to help you improve.
Great advice. I think the key is not to be afraid of making mistakes because they're part of the learning process. Every error is a step toward fluency. So, for anyone just starting, what tips would you give?
I'd say be patient and persistent. Language learning takes time, and progress might be slow at first, but don't give up. Practice every day, even if it's just a little bit, reading, listening, speaking, or writing. Use the language in real-life situations as often as possible, like ordering food or chatting with friends. Most importantly, enjoy the process and celebrate small victories along the way.
That's excellent advice. Thanks so much for sharing, Taylor. It's really inspiring to hear about your journey and insights. I think anyone listening can find something helpful to motivate them on their own language learning path.
Thanks! I hope it encourages others to keep going even when it gets tough. Remember, every step forward is progress, and mastering a language is a journey worth taking.
Absolutely. And to everyone listening, keep curiosity alive. Every new word, phrase, or conversation is a victory. Embrace the challenges, celebrate your progress, and enjoy exploring this fascinating language. Thanks again for listening, and I hope you all stay motivated on your learning journey.
Thanks. Until next time, keep practicing, stay positive, and don't give up. The world of English is waiting for you. Bye for now.